Do you guys ever like wish that Pokemon were real? You know,
Dude,
wish
all
that
the
Pokemon were
time.
real?
Dude,
It would
holy
be-
shit.
It'd be
Right?
really cool. It'd be really cool to just like carry around a little Pokemon, like have them battle with your friends.
No, yeah.
It'd be so fun.
When I was a kid, I thought that would be the coolest shit ever. Like having
That's
a
what I'm saying.
Pokemon
And like,
with you.
and Pikachu's like so hot.
Mewtwo too. I would fuck Mewtwo immediately.
So I went to the beach that makes you old.
You went to the what?
The beach that makes you old.
The beach that makes you old?
Yeah, man, the beach that makes you old.
Excuse me?
I gotta tell you about this beach. It made me old.
Guys, it's Fat Tuesday! Whoa! It's Fat Tuesday! Oh my god, it's Fat Tuesday!
This is coming out on a Monday. This is coming out on a Monday, though. This is not coming out.
Wait a day and then watch it.
Monday.
Us recording it is
Wait
Fat
a day.
Tuesday.
Wait a day.
Guys, no, because Fat Tuesday is happening the day we're recording. It won't be Fat Tuesday anymore. What do you guys do for Fat Tuesday?
Luke, you don't believe in God. Don't
man.
pull this bullshit.
Did you ask me if you believe in God?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I'm
believe in
asking
God,
about
Luke?
Fat Tuesday.
Yeah, and we're asking if you
completely
believe in
separate.
God.
I don't know. It depends on the weather. All right, guys. Fat Tuesday. What'd you do?
Today for Fat Tuesday, I went to go see Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon in theaters, which is crazy because this is so nerdy and random, but in Microphones in 2020, Phil talks about seeing Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon in a dollar theater in Aberdeen, and then afterwards he talks about how he left the theater and it was raining, and he like danced in the parking lot, and it's where he got the idea to like write music more seriously. And then I left the theater after seeing Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and it fucking started raining in the parking lot.
Wow.
And it was like, I was like, oh my god, this is so cool.
Damn.
Did you
was like,
dance?
should
Did you
fucking-
dance?
Yeah,
I didn't dance because it was very busy and I didn't want to.
Then the ritual is not complete. It's not going to come true. The ritual is not
So I'm
complete.
not
What'd
gonna-
you do for Fat Tuesday, Jake?
Dude, I ate some fucking Red Robin, brother.
That's
I
not
love Red Robin.
That's not traditional
Banger.
Louisiana style Mardi Gras food. What the heck?
Dude, I ate some fucking banger burgers.
I had
They were fucking
jambalaya
delicious.
personally.
Bless you.
I
Wait,
celebrated.
is Fat Tuesday a real thing?
Yeah, Fat Tuesday is like Mardi Gras.
No, it's imaginary.
I thought you were doing a bit, like
no,
making
it
up a
actually,
holiday called Fat
no,
Tuesday.
it's
That's a real
actually
thing?
it's actually Mardi Gras.
Oh.
Yeah,
Dude, what's Mardi Gras? What?
and it's Fat
Dude, what?
Tuesday. And
Dude,
so
Mardi Gras?
Dude, chat to my barber, dog.
Bro. Holy shit, my cut is insane.
Holy shit.
Listen,
Yes.
I'm gonna just address the elephant in the room.
He's ripping the condom off and he's jumping right in, ladies and gentlemen.
I have
Jackson's new
Black
favorite
Country
thing
Road,
dropped. Yeah,
Black Country New Road, new best day of all time just dropped, guys. Black Country New dropped their live show, live at Bush Hall, where they performed all the new material. I want to hear all the thoughts. Luke is a bitch.
Oh,
He didn't finish
wait,
it,
you
so he
said-
totally missed.
Wait, you said You said Black Country New Road live?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I thought you meant the weekend live at SoFi Stadium. Shit. I watched the wrong thing.
No way you did.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Did you actually?
Yeah, dude, I thought you were talking about the weekend, bro. Live
Why
at
would, I
SoFi.
be why would I be talking about the weekend? There's no way.
You
this
always
has
talk
to be
about
a
how much
bit.
you love the weekend, bro. Hang on, wait.
Fuck you. You're doing a bit.
Wait, hang on.
you're 100%.
You're talking about
joking.
the high quality concert performance, right? Yeah, dude,
That's
the
what it's called?
weekend. The weekend, he did a lot live at SoFi. Where is it? Focus on me, please. Come on, you can do it. Come on, little camera, you can do it. Maybe not.
We believe you.
Is your autofocus on?
Yes, but whatever. I watched the weekend. Sorry,
No way.
that
you
was
did.
pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
You're killing me. There's no way you actually did that.
There were like some druids and shit. It was kind of sick.
What's a druid?
Like the people with the hoods, the religious figures.
Oh.
Yeah.
So,
So,
guys,
yeah, sorry, I
what
can't
do
really
we
contribute.
think of live at Bush Hall?
Live at SoFi Stadium.
This is not. Someone tell me this is a bit. I need
It's
some
real.
break.
Google it. I
No,
watched
not
it on
the
HBO
concert.
Max.
The fact that
Oh.
you watched it instead of Black Country New Road.
Oh, that's what I thought you were talking about. Jackson, just talk
No, it
about
is not.
For God's sake.
I don't want to talk about it. I want to hear your thoughts. We all know I loved it. I want to hear your thoughts about it.
Well, what about it did you love? The druids? Did you like Abel wearing the bulletproof vest? What
I
was your
hate
favorite
you
part?
so much. This bit sucks.
Up song is all right. Fine. I'll take the talking gotcha and talk about it. Yeah. Anyway,
So
Up song,
what songs did you not listen to?
I
Yo, it
did
smells
not.
like Upsong in here.
I did not listen to. I saw.
And then it
most
smells
of
like
the first
Upsong
half.
reprise.
Yeah, Upsong reprise. I saw from. Hold on, I'm pulling up the track list. I saw Upsong, The Boy, I Will Always Love You. Then for whatever reason I skipped Across the Pond, Friend. And then I went to Laughing
Luke just
Song.
hates Lewis.
Then I listened to The Wrong Trousers, Turbines, and I did not listen to Dancers or Upsong.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
Upsong is the ultimate intro. I think that's like the best intro song to a concert.
It's so great.
Is
It's so
it their
awesome. I know it is.
basketball
I
shoes?
saw him fucking perform it as their opener, and it was so great. I got to see that whole set live, so it was really great getting to rewatch it.
Did everyone sing the Friends Forever part in Upsong like whenever they
Yes.
did it? I think it's crazy.
Yes, they did.
People already know the fucking lyrics to these songs. That's so nuts.
No, it really is though. But I will listen. I'm just gonna cut the brass tacks. Turbines is maybe their best song. It's so fucking good, and I think it was genius because in the actual like concerts, when Turbines starts, all the performers they leave their instruments and sit down in the middle of the stage and just watch May play the piano. So I thought it was so clever to have in the filmed version do like a cut to where they're all together on stage, May's playing the piano, and then it cuts to them in the audience. They filmed it at a different time, like alone, sitting at a table watching her.
That was
and
cool.
and they pour out wine, and it's like, fuck, that was one of my favorite cuts like ever. It was just like so clever, and it added so much emotion to the like moment. I loved it so much.
That
and
was
then
cool.
And then to see Charlie just get to go crazy in the drums at the
That
end.
was nice.
And like,
I
because
liked seeing
one of
him
my
go
biggest
crazy.
fucking regrets is when I saw a lot that song live. I was taking a video of them at the end, and I stopped the video right before Charlie like started screaming on the drums, and it was such a great moment. And they finally got it captured in this one. It was so awesome. So I love it so much. I love the idea of having like 3 different concerts or 4 with like different themes and like blending them all together, like having them intercut. Just so clever. Having people in the audience like film on camcorders the whole
I
time.
thought that
so
was cool.
smart.
I really loved the like different footage that they did. I love when like
Agreed.
I love when people use different stylings of footage and like
No, the
their
multimedia was so
films.
awesome.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I liked all the intermissions and stuff. I thought that was
Me too.
cool. I liked all the fan interactions that they added in like the beginning and middle and the end. Turbines.
Grief cameo.
Turbines is a great song. Turbines is a great song. It's not as good as Basketball Shoes in Place, in my place where he inserted the blade, in my opinion.
I have to hear it recorded, but like I think as far as like
Place where
live,
he inserted my cock.
I think Turbines is on par with Basketball Shoes. Personally, I think they're both just as good. I think that they would both make killer closers for an album. I love it so much. Turbines is fantastic. Jake,
Gasoline. The gasoline into sacrifice transition was awesome, dude. Like, it was banger. You know, they had some like kind of shitty songs in the middle there, but like toward the end, Blinding
Oh
Lights
my
was
God.
the closer, dude.
yeah,
Dude, that's it. That's their Basketball Shoes. I'm just gonna say it.
Blinding Lights is the Basketball Shoes.
Blinding Lights is the Basketball Shoes of the weekend. I don't want to stop the bit. It's too funny. I'm having
Break
too fun of a
it,
time.
break it. I want to know your thoughts.
I think this is my favorite Black Country New Road thing like ever that they've ever done.
Wow. Okay.
Historically, I've not really been like that much of a Black Country New Bro. I guess I gave what's the first album?
first
What's
time.
it called? Yeah, for the first time, I gave that a 5, which I probably way too low in hindsight. I probably need to go back, but I gave Ants from Up There a 7. This was something about it. Like the film could also be a good proponent of it, but I don't know, something about the fact that it was multiple different vocalists. Like I love that. Like
Yeah.
it's so unique.
I wish more
think,
bands did that because,
Yeah,
because
like-
I agree. If I can hype up Yola Tango one more time, they do that all the time. All 3 of the bandmates, they always interchange vocalists on songs.
like, and
Liddy,
what are
too,
the odds
Cam and
too?
Greed.
Like, And what are the odds, bro? Like, your lead singer leaves the band, and it's like, oh shit, man, our lead singer's gone. What are we gonna do? Oh, thank God we have 4 fucking beautiful vocalists that just so happen to also be in the band. Like, what? And George Ellery should even sing, and she's there too.
And
Jesus Christ,
she's a great vocalist.
yeah, they're just like 5 great vocalists. Like, Jesus Christ.
The thing is, too, is like Isaac leaving the band could have been like the end. Like that could have been it, because he like he really is the heart and soul of for the first time, not for the first time. I'm sorry, Anthem Up There, in my opinion.
Yes.
But like the fact that like everyone cumulatively is like, oh, this is like just as good, is like that's insane. They pulled that shit off.
It gives off this like we're all in this together kind of vibe, where Anthem Up There kind of felt like
forever, Jake.
Yeah. It kind of felt like a schizophrenic guy just being like, this is my backing band, and I'm just going to talk about nutting and thinking of the girl who made Crash or whatever. But I don't know, something about it was just like, it felt like special. Like how it was just like,
well,
they were all together after this like quote unquote tragedy of losing a band member.
Here's how I feel about it. I agree. It sounds more like a band now. Than it did before, and
then Isaac Wood and friends.
That's not saying that they weren't a band before, because obviously that'd be a fucking stupid statement, right? But like now they feel like they're working together more. They're like using they're giving each person their moment to shine, like on Turbines with the fucking Charlie on the drums, or like them doing
and
different
vocals.
May on piano. They're like giving everyone their little spotlight, but that's also goes back to what I think makes those first 2 albums great and why Isaac was such a good frontman, because Isaac was so just like brutally blunt and so like honest and like bizarre and like abstract with his vocal styling and how he sang and how he delivered lyrics and his actual lyrics, that like when I listen to those 2 albums compared to their new stuff, at least now it just feels like, oh shit, this is just like Isaac's, I hate calling it a manifesto, but this is just like his diary. Like these are just his diaries essentially.
I will say that I think that the one biggest thing they lost with Isaac is his songwriting, because I mean the songs are really great. Like I said, I think that Turbines is one of their best, but like you said, like the songwriting ability and also like the delivery, like they are all very talented singers for sure. But I think that like
Isaac's so unique.
When Isaac Wood sings, you know it's Isaac Wood. I could hear any of these 3 people singing in a different band, and I would never know it was them unless I looked it up. Which is like, you know, it is what it is. But I think they're still doing a great job.
It's because like Isaac's the way Isaac delivers vocals, it like demands you pay attention to him. It like it requires your attention. When like it kind of now, and this is not taking away from their vocals, they're all fucking great. Like once again, I want to say that they're all great, but like it's a lot more melodic now, and it's less dissonant than Isaac's vocals, I think. So yeah,
for sure.
That might be why I liked it so much.
Yeah, honestly, I think that you're just not the biggest fan of Isaac Wood.
I don't think I am. No.
I think he's my favorite vocalist ever, personally. I love the guy. But yeah,
really,
why don't you marry him?
Yeah, dude.
In conclusion, Abel, he killed it. He killed it. He was crazy, bro.
Abel, you're doing great. Keep up the good work.
Did good. They good.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah. There was something else we need to talk about.
I know what it is, because I can't be involved.
All right, yeah. There is something we were gonna talk about, but I'm forgetting that it was kind of like you know how puzzles work, where you need all the pieces to make the thing. We're missing a piece, so we can't really finish talking about it. Well, guess we'll never know. Guess we'll just never know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Guys, Luke didn't listen to Heavy.
Yeah.
You guys
Let
can
it hang.
talk about it.
Nope, let it hang there.
We
Let it
already
hang there.
did. We already did, man. We said everything we needed to say. Jackson gave it a surprisingly low 7, but that's okay.
Whoa, that's a good score.
You guys rocking with air fryers? What are your thoughts?
I love me an air fryer, bro. I've
Love
used
me an
that
air
shit
Air fryers
consistently and constantly.
have saved my life. They've saved my fucking life. I love those things
Oh yeah?
so much.
Oh yeah, really? How? Huh? Did it pull
Because
you off
with-
of a fucking bridge when you were
Well,
falling? or
well, I
something?
would starve to death without an air fryer because
Did
I
it give you
cook
mouth to
chicken.
mouth after you
I
gave
cook
yourself
chicken
autoerotic
in my air fryer
asphyxiation?
because it's better in the air fryer. Okay.
That's
So I
facts,
cook my
yeah.
chicken in the air fryer because I don't want to do it on the stove because I'm lazy. And if you do it in an oven, it could be a little dry. So I cook it in the air fryer and it's juicy and good and tasty every single time. So I don't starve.
Not the only thing that's juicy and good and tasty. Penis is what that was talking about.
We're talking
Anyways,
about...
Luke, I want to know. I'm curious on if you have any updates for us on the posters that I'm supposed to put up with my face on them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, did I not tell you guys before?
Tell us what.
The only thing you said is, I have an idea.
That I wasn't able to finish it because I have an exam tomorrow. So I've been.
Oh no, you didn't mention that.
No, I haven't finished it, but I will have it done before Friday for Jackson to hang up. And I'm going to put up the image of it right here on screen so that everyone can see it.
Now, guys, if there's no image right there,
Everyone point and
clown
laugh.
him to oblivion. Speaking of clowning you to oblivion, I don't want to be that guy, however, comma. We're getting close to the
It's just the fuck Luke moment, right?
the deadline.
Maybe
I'm not saying anything.
maybe I want to show it, all right?
Also, you were the one that keeps moving it up. I said end of March. That's the date I gave.
I didn't move it up. I haven't done anything.
You said
to
like
it.
did you say it was like, oh no, it's the first or second week I have till. But I was like, no, it was always the end of March.
Yeah, I've not moved it.
Oh. Someone go look back. He definitely did. Someone did some fucky shit with that, but
Well, if it
think it
was,
was like
anyone,
March-
it wasn't me.
it was March 20 or something like that. So we're the final countdown.
Luke's penis time will become real in 3.
Luke penis time.
1. Guys, AI Joe Biden. Who you got? Which one's your favorite?
Who you got?
The one where he talks about Scranton dirt.
I showed
They're
that
smoking on
before.
Someone smoking on dirt.
That is-
Jack.
All right, I actually do want to talk about this because they're so fascinating to me. Because when did they get so fucking good? When did this become a thing? Like,
I've seen some
what
bad
happened?
ones. It depends on the AI. I've seen some bad ones
Well,
too. I saw
but like, they're-
someone did an Alex Jones one that like sucked. Butts.
okay, yeah, but I'm talking about like the one where it's Donald Trump and fucking
Yeah.
Joe Biden and Barack Obama and Jordan Peterson and Ben Shapiro and Joe Rogan. What happened? I feel like one day the AI became fucking amazing out of nowhere.
I just think I would love to get ratatouille'd.
Ratatouille?
Like have a
I
little
love
guy
this
up there,
one.
Excuse me?
you know,
This is
making
my
me
favorite
cook
one.
delicious meals.
No, I understand. I've seen the film.
You wouldn't want that?
I-
A little guy pulling your hair, making you cook?
It's a ridiculous concept.
You're telling me you wouldn't want that?
I just don't know why you're bringing it up as if it's something that could actually happen.
You wouldn't want a little ratatouille guy up there doing whatever?
It's honestly
My
insane
favorite thing
that a rat
about
would
this
even be able to
video
cook
is
in the
that
first-
Joe Rogan's bald.
Dude, that's
So like he couldn't even be ratatouilled if he really wanted to.
Well,
Oh,
to
the
Jackson's
guy
point-
behind Jackson! Guy behind Jackson! Oh my God! Look at him! Anyway,
That was fucking crazy.
Fuck you! I hope your whole family has a nice Christmas!
Yeah.
Fruity
Well,
Tippity
so
California style buds. Okay? See, I'm from Scranton, and what I'm smoking is dirt. Let's get that straight, Jack.
Dirt.
I'm smoking pure brick.
pure
Ass,
brick.
Okay?
The way he pauses for applause is so
I'm-
funny.
I'm
Americans
free
want to smoke
basing.
that dirt.
I don't do cocaine. I'm free
Go to someone
basing.
and say, hey, I'm going to give you a big bag of this heady bud, but I'm taking
Heady
your
bud.
stash of mids. They're going to say, come on, man, get out of here.
That sounds crazy.
that's
That's
right.
right.
Get the
That
hell
sounds
out
crazy
of here.
good.
We like stems.
And we
And
like
we like
seeds.
seeds. Where I come from.
All right, so to actually bring a serious point, because we've said nothing in the past like 15 minutes. So the leading like AI developers, OpenAI, have I talked about this. It seems like I did like a whole history of artificial intelligence for one of my like final projects for my thesis, quote unquote. But you got a point where it just kind of seemed to all ramp up. Like it originally planted, I think it was like the 80s or like the 70s or somewhere around there, where someone just had the idea, and ever since that it was like a slow crawl to get to like 2015, and then 2015 we just fucking like shot like a bullet to like,
but
it's
like
crazy.
But like
Yeah.
I'm specifically just talking about like AI voices, because we've had like fake Joe Biden AI voices for like a while now. Like that's not a new thing. But
Yeah.
when did they become so good? I don't even know what the site is that people use.
See, I looked up, just like did a basic Google search before this, like AI Joe Biden voice, and nothing came up. Like,
There's
Text-to-
definitely
text-to-speech.
a website. I know OpenAI is, they do ChatGPT, they do DALL-E, and they do
Have
Ah,
we talked
fuck,
about
the music
ChatGPT on here? Is
I don't
what's
know.
called GBT? Is that it?
Yeah.
ChatGPT.
GBT, yeah. I mentioned this to the boys, but I saw the funniest shit ever. Like, I was sitting like the second to front row, and there was a guy in front of me just chilling, and it was in the history of film class, actually. And the teacher was describing about how I have to write an essay about sound, and she's like describing like what she wants. She's like, oh, it has to be this long, it has to be about hit these topics. And I see literally copying what she says into ChatGPT, and it was the funniest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. And I'm like, God damn, bro. Also,
that's what's
funny,
I mean, yeah.
Oh,
I know I have to bring this up with you guys, but this we mentioned this in the bonus, but I'll bring it to the main. I have to do 3 podcasts for my class on posthumanism, and one of them is going to be with these two guys. So if you want to see us talk, like, have a serious discussion about like actual like AI issues, sub of the Patreon for that. Which I also have to talk to you guys about scheduling that, because I have to do kind of soonish. But yeah, it's like things have gotten way weirder lately. I don't know. It's just like. But here's the thing. It's the fact that they're being used for the weirdest things. It's like no one's going out and making Joe Biden like, you know, being like, I wish that I'm a socialist.
I hope
I read
I
the
can
Communist
hide
Manifesto.
I
It's
need
like-
someone to help me hide this murder weapon for the person I killed.
I bet in like, I wouldn't be surprised in like 2 weeks, some leftist page does a joke like that, and then it like gets on like conservative Twitter, and they're like, holy shit,
They think
Joe
it's
Biden
real.
said he's a socialist. He finally admits it, or something like that.
Bernie
Okay,
Sanders, this shit's not
probably,
bad.
but like at the same time, like the fact that the first use for it was getting Joe Biden to talk about like Modern Warfare 3 with like Barack Obama.
Here, I got one. I saved the funny one that was labeled fake
This is
news
literally
on
just
Instagram.
like, you know,
Like,
those
had to hit the
videos where it's
button.
like, you know those videos where it's like Barack Obama playing Call of Duty. Like, this is
Yeah, it's so
literally
funny.
just we're making our own versions of that now. That's all
Yeah.
it is.
Has some stuff recently that people don't agree with, but I just can't be upset with the man that made graduation.
Like, that sounds good, bro. What the fuck?
That's a good one.
Listen to me. I just cannot
AI
be in these lobbies.
Have you guys used
crazy.
ChatGPT
Sleepy
for like an
Joe.
assignment at all?
No. I made it this far. I don't need it. TBH.
I don't trust it, because to my knowledge, like, people have used that, and like I know a friend who used that for one of our coding assignments. Like, he was like, hey, because there was like a written part to it, and he was like, oh, he put in the thing and he submitted it, and half of it was just fucking wrong. Like, it wasn't correct.
Yeah.
Like, none of it was right. So like,
I've played with a bunch of the AIs, with specifically OpenAI, and I did DALL-E, and I did their like kind of image, like their zoom out where they can like expand the image.
Oh, right, yeah.
The only one I haven't dealt with is really ChatGPT, but I feel like it's kind of the same thing with the visual, like DALL-E. Like, if you have an AI image, like, it looks cool, but it's not real. Like, you can tell there's like little artifacts in there that's like, that's not like a real thing. Whereas I think that's probably the same case with ChatGPT. There's like 1 or 2 words that like wouldn't make sense in like a human, like an English language, where like, oh, that's like technically it's correct because there's no spelling mistakes, but like the flow of the words just like sounds robotic.
That's
That
the thing
my
is that,
smart
like,
guy take of the day.
in the class that I'm taking, we're reading the actual class is titled Readings in Posthumanism. So it's a lot of like reading from like random books and shit. But we're reading Brave New World right now. I don't know if you guys have ever read that, but
Heard of
Brave
it.
Little Toaster.
it's my third time reading it. I love the book, but it's
Thanks, Luke.
we'll read sections of it, and people in class will be like, "Yeah, I was just really scared to think this is what the future looks like." And it's like a lot of it. It's like, bro, we're already
Jesus
like we're
crazy.
here, like we're here right now, like things that were in the
Dude,
book
I
are
can't wait
happening.
for
It's so
wait till
scary.
2015. Back to the Future is gonna be crazy.
Guys, remember when the world ended in 2012?
There's gonna be flying cars and shit.
Do you guys remember
called
that?
the
Do you guys remember when
helicopter,
everyone was
buddy.
like, "You guys know the world is gonna end in 2012"?
I believe that.
Yeah,
shit.
I do remember that. I remember kids. At
I
school were
specifically
like,
remember,
It's
yeah.
gonna be fucking crazy. We're all gonna fucking die. I'm not gonna see you guys ever.
I'm gonna spend
again.
all my money
Ever.
right now.
Ever.
All
Forever.
$327
And
that
I'm
I've
gonna
saved
be
up
like,
for
"Oh
2
my God."
years.
And I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna see you guys ever. 'cause we're all gonna
Dies.
die." And then
Parentheses,
we went
dies.
to
I
school
remember
the next day.
specifically, so vividly, being on the playground and my friend being like, "You hear about 2012?" And I was like, "What?" And
Yo,
he's
you hear
like,
about that shit?
"The world's gonna end in 2012." I was like, and this is like right when it was about to happen. This is like December of 2011. And he goes, "Look at the sky," and it was cloudy as fuck. And he's like, "It's starting." And I was like,
It started.
I was like, "No, dude."
That's
and I was
silly.
like, but I was like, "Damn, that guy was such a fucking op for making me think the world was gonna end because it was cloudy outside in December."
You wanna hear some fuck shit? Because people in elementary school would just lie and like.
They would though.
But there was a house out like next to our playground, and there was a little linked fence, and there was this old man that would just sit outside of his porch because he had nothing else to do, right? But his porch looked directly at the playground, and it just so happened that every time he went to go sit outside, it would be when like the kids were like playing or whatever. And I remember one day I saw like a group of these kids looking at the old man, like looking at him through the linked fence. And I walked over, I was like, "What are you guys looking at?" And they're like, "You see that guy over there? He keeps staring at us. We think he's a pervert." And we we're like, "Okay." So they told the teachers, and then the fucking cops went to his fucking house.
Aw,
He was just
poor
an old
guy.
guy.
Oh,
He was
what?
just an
That poor
old guy.
guy.
He was just an
Damn,
old
Kid
guy
L.
chilling.
Kid L. Yeah, Kid L.
Yeah,
That's a
like
massive
how
kid
evil is that? How evil is that?
And then they found all the dead bodies in his basement.
This
That's
is-
how
it's
the
like,
story
oh
goes.
no, he wasn't a perv. He was just a murderer. He just murdered multiple people.
He
Oh,
just
he's just
killed
an old
people.
guy, it's fine.
He used their skin to make lampshades. It's fine, guys. Don't worry.
There was I remember this is in elementary school. This is around the same time as 2012 actually, but I was at the pool with this girl I had a massive crush on. I was like super into her, and we were in the pool together. And this is probably around like
And her name was Kamala Harris.
like second grade or something like that.
Yeah, it's Kamala
But
Harris.
we're in the pool, and I'm like underwater swimming next to her or whatever. I'm just like underwater, and I pop back up, and she goes, you know, I'm peeing right now. Like I just pee in the pool. I just pee in the pool, and I'm peeing
that's
right now. I was like,
nasty,
oh, I
dog.
just swam through that. And then she goes, "You know what happens to pee in the pool?" And I was like, "No." And she goes, "So here's what happens." And this is what she says. I'll never forget this because this was so out of nowhere. She goes, "So it goes through the filter, and then once it gets in the filter, it goes through a processing. My pee goes through a processing process that's right below the filter. You can't see it." And then she points to an air conditioning unit on the top of the roof of the office building and goes, "Then it gets sent up to that area right there. That's where they collect the samples." And then from there, they put it. This is what she says. They put it in a Tupperware and ship it on an airplane to like some kind of plant that treats the pee, and then it turns into drinking water. And I was
kids
like,
are so stupid. Like literally, they're so
I was like,
how
what
did
the fuck?
How do kids learn this? Like, how did they come up with that?
But I had such a crush on her that I developed a pee fetish for the rest of my life.
But I found out in the end she was right. That's what they do. The Chinese take our piss.
It's like, yeah, she ended up not being true, but now I just drink pee all the fucking time.
Just do it, yeah.
I actually ended up asking that girl out, and like 4 years later, oh
Really?
my god, I'm having a moment right now. In 4th grade, Jesus, this is so random. In 4th grade, I was in class
Gaining
with that girl,
sentience.
that same girl.
Wait,
This
And
is
you
when
guys-
Jackson gained consciousness.
wait. What's the?
Do the funny one.
I'm. What is it? Black pill. There it is. Thanks, guys, for continuing the bit.
Appreciate
it.
Set the scene. 4th grade. And do you guys remember in like elementary school when it would be like do the thing where it's like, who do you have a crush on? And they're like, well, their name
tell
starts
you.
with a J. And it's
It
like,
rhymes
oh,
with-
who can it be?
Yeah.
Florida
but-
Bellery.
Basically, we were in class. She were, but we were.
I choked.
It
Sorry,
rhymes
guys.
with
Seriously, man.
Georgia Ellery. I mean
Did I say that out loud?
Bamala Barris.
that just happened. That was awkward.
So
Chicken.
We were in class and she pulls that shit on me. We're like the whole like, who do you have a crush on? That's like the whole like, oh whatever. This.
Did you go?
I'm like,
you.
Yeah, no, but eventually she was she was like, yeah, I've got a crush on you. And I being a pussy said nothing. And then a month passes by and I developed this plan where I'm like, I'm gonna write on a note card. I'm gonna say, do you want to be my girlfriend? Yes or no?
Facts.
And I'm gonna put it in her backpack because I know where her backpack is because the backpacks are outside all lined up when you're in class. So I was gonna sneak out during a break and put it in her backpack and then have her answer. And I signed it with my name so she knew it was me. So I get to school early and I wait for her to put her backpack away. And we had this like big multi-purpose room that we all just hung out in the mornings. And so I snuck out of the NPR and I went and put the paper in her bag. Never heard from her.
Oh, that's rough. Poor guy.
And I did the same thing to a different girl in 5th grade and the same thing happened.
Oh, maybe it got
No one
lost.
liked you. That was.
Yeah.
What it was.
Yeah.
They knew your dad was a
wanna
movie star.
You
They're
want to
like,
hear the
idiot.
bad version of that, Jackson?
What? Yeah, hit me with it.
So there was this girl I had a huge crush on in the 3rd grade. And I remember I tried to like flirt with her multiple times, just like in stupid 3rd grade ways. But I was like, okay, I really want, because in my head I'm like, I want
I'm
to talk
still
to
listening, but I'm gonna get ice cream.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna talk to this girl over the phone. Like that's what they do in the movies, right? We talk on the phone. So I asked my mom. I was like, Mom, what is our home phone number? She was like, okay, and I wrote it down. Okay. Then I went to my room and I made on a little like notebook piece of paper. I wrote like a little thing. Are you just eating it straight out of the carton, bro? Is that just yours?
Shut up. This is America. We can do what we want.
I mean, you can do it. I just wondering if you were sharing that with anyone or not.
No use in wasting a bowl. I mean, it's already a lot of time.
Okay, yeah, that's true. All right.
Orange cream.
Kroger Deluxe goes
Crackhead.
hard though. It kind of goes hard. It's good
does,
ice
though.
cream.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good ice cream. But anyway, so I was writing on the notebook piece of paper. I drew like a little cartoon guy holding a heart, and I said, "Call me?" ? And then when you open it up, it's my home phone number. So
Well, that's so
we
cute.
went to recess, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get back inside and put this on her desk so that she can see it whenever we get back inside, right? So we go in, I put it on her desk, I sit down, everyone else is coming in, they all sit down. Then the teacher comes in and notices that there's a letter on her desk. Guys, I shit you not.
No.
She opens it up in front of the whole fucking class. Does not read it. But she was like, who put this on Jenna's desk? And I'm just sitting there like... Also, I said the girl's name. Her name was Jenna, by the way. But I was like... I haven't
Jenna
seen
Marbles.
this person... Yeah, Jenna Marbles. It was Jenna Marbles.
It was Jenna Marbles.
But I was sitting there like this the whole time. Like, it was so obvious. So obvious that it was me. Nothing happened. The story actually continues on because I ended up like still crushing on this girl. And this goes back to what you were saying, like, ooh, who do you have a crush on? And this is what happened. So at lunchtime, this is like maybe like a month later, but I remember at lunchtime, the way our class would sit on a big long like lunch table, and half of it was the boys' side and the other half was the girls' side. And so I was sitting on the very end of the boys' side, and they were talking about that, like, who's your crush? And I said, all right, guys, you cannot tell anyone, but
Famous last
my
words.
crush.
That's
is
what everyone always
Jenna
says. It's
Marbles.
never true.
Yeah, I was like,
Jenna
my crush
Marbles.
is Jenna Marbles. Guys, they weren't even They weren't even sly about it. They just started saying it down the table.
Yeah.
They just started saying it down the table immediately. And I was like, "You gotta stop!" I was like, "You gotta stop!" I was like on the verge of tears. I was like, "You guys gotta stop!" I was so sad. I was like about to cry. Like it was so bad. I went and told a teacher. I was like, "It's not fair." They said they were gonna tell her, but they did.
Lukey
So then we had a library time that same day, and so I'm looking at books or whatever. And Jenna comes up to me. She comes up to me and she goes, "Hey, Luke, so I was at lunch and it passed down the table that you like me." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, what about it?" And she was like, "Well, I kind of like you too." And I was like, "Let's fucking go." I was like, "Let's fucking go." And in classic elementary school fashion, we didn't fucking do anything. We literally would just say,
it was a week.
We would just no, literally. It was a Monday, and every single day we'd just be like, it was a Monday. We'd be like, "Oh, hey, like, what's up? How you doing?" Like just like whatever.
Yeah,
like,
you wouldn't know my girlfriend. She was a different school.
Since we both were like, we both like each other. We were like, okay, I guess we have to say hi now extra or like do stuff. So like I would like at recess or whatever, I would like hang out with her or something like that. Just that whole week. But then the Friday comes along, and I'm outside, and I'm playing a game with my friends. I think we're playing tag or something. And then this kid named Alec walks. I might have told the story actually on the bonus before.
Baldwin.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin walks up to me. He walks up to me, and he goes,
"He's got a gun."
And he "It's a real gun, watch out!" He walks up to me, and he's pissed off.
Sorry, wrong time.
Off. Alec is pissed off, and he's like, "Luke, like I'm really mad at you." That's what he says. He goes, "I'm really mad at you." And I was like, "Alec, like what's wrong?" He was like, "You're talking to Jenna." And I'm like, "Yeah, we're dating." And he goes, "What?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And then he starts to tear up, and all he says is, "She's cheating." And he runs away. So apparently we both didn't realize that she was like
funny.
Talking to the other person. And guys, I didn't even like break up with her. I literally just the next week came around and nothing happened.
That's really funny.
So did I ever tell you guys I made my mom break up with a girl for me once?
Aw. Yeah.
Tell the story right now. You got it.
I was in 3rd grade. It was a very similar situation to what Luke just said, where it's like you tell someone like you have a crush on them, and then they say
you're
yes,
like, "Do not,
your
do
boyfriend
not
and
tell
girlfriend
anyone."
for like a week.
Yeah,
but she kept on wanting to see me at lunch and like we kept on going up to we had a field area you can go up to, and so we kept on going to the field, and she kept wanting to do cartwheels every day on the field. And I was like, "Bro, I'm trying to hang with the boys and like trade snacks at lunch. Like I have to eat. Like what is happening?"
I'm trying to play Beyblade. What the
cartwheels.
fuck, bro? I'm not doing cartwheels.
But she just couldn't. She just didn't want to do anything that I wanted to do. It was all just like that shit. And so I was talking to my mom. I was like, "Yeah, I'm like dating this girl, and I don't like her anymore." And she goes, "You gotta break things off. You can't keep playing her off." I was like, "Bro, I can't do that. Like I cannot do that." And my mom's like, "I got you." And so that morning we were
Famous
lined up
last
on the blacktop, and when my mom goes, "All right, I'm gonna go do it," I'm like, "Okay." And I turned around and I didn't even watch it happen.
I'm gonna go do it.
And then I never talked. We didn't talk until like high school, basically.
Oh,
but,
that's so funny.
Yeah.
Jake, did you have any elementary school loves?
I mean, I had a girl.
Jake's got elementary school loves. It just happened way later in his life. Do not check his laptop.
That was a good one. All right, not really. I had a story I wanted to tell. It's kind of school related, but it happened.
Tiffany's
recently.
a paid actor.
She's a paid actor. Well, no, she's not real. If we're doing check out the bonus to see what the joke we're talking about. But this happened like a few days ago.
Paywall.
This all kind of paywall joke. This all actually kind of depends on the crux of. Have either of you seen Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
that's crazy.
Maybe the most gay movie alive. It's a good movie though. It's a good
So
movie.
here's the situation, right? My history of film class, right? We're watching.
That's not like an insult. First off, for people who have not
Yeah.
seen Rocky Horror Picture Show, like
No,
it's just
it's gay.
it's
like
an
very
incredibly gay movie.
You'll see
Yeah.
because the movie where it was about like sound or something. We're talking about non-diegetic and diegetic sound, like what
Yeah.
sound, and then we get to the part where like a musical, like what does a musical count as? Is that diegetic, like when they break out in song? And then one of the scenes that she showed, Luke, is Tim Curry with the scene where Tim Curry is introduced.
Really? How old were you?
This was like last week. This was like
This was last week.
This is funny.
I thought you were like I don't know if Rocky Horror Picture Show is like appropriate to show like super young kids.
No. You'll see because
that's a very sexual movie.
The point is, it's like the history of film class. Everyone took it because they thought it was an easy class. So it's a bunch of like finance bros in there, like sports guys, football guys, like Wall Street never sleeps, like literally doing bet DSI as they're like doing the class. And then the scene where Tim Curry comes out, and the joke is he's like in drag and he does like a drag show.
Yeah.
And Luke knows the scene, but holy fuck, just watching the people like.
That's a great scene though. Great scene.
There's a
Just when that scene is playing, everyone's just.
But like I can imagine like a bunch of like frat bros being like,
Yo,
why am I hard?
did not
Why am I hard? Why am I hard?
The teacher was
God
like,
damn it, Josephina.
She's like, I know that wasn't really expected. And the one guy was like, you're telling me. It's just really funny watching a bunch of people cope with Tim Curry was doing.
There's
So
a-
shout out to the
there's an
Art
art
House
house
leader.
That's a really good movie though. That's a really good movie. And it's
And
a,
fucking
it's a
see the whole
classic.
thing.
And it's a classic.
I don't even see the whole movie, but yeah.
Like I was saying, there's an art house theater near me that does Rocky Horror Picture Show every month, but it's like one night only, and it's like they have live performers come in and do it while the movie's playing, and then they have like balloons fall from the
My
ceiling. and
teacher
stuff
said the
during big
exact same
scenes.
thing. That is crazy.
They do it. They
She
do it
said
at
the
a lot of
exact same thing.
places. It's like a thing to do that.
Ooh, Jackson,
I think
have you
I showed the
frequented?
production of it last year, I think.
Jackson, have you frequented any midnight movie screenings of popular films since we saw The Room?
No,
I feel like that'd be a hot button thing in California, bro.
I've been to I've seen a lot of movies, but I haven't been to any. Oh, maybe I will tell this story. I think I told us on Parental Guidance Neglected. Maybe it's worth telling. So my dad gets.
Plug in your other podcast. Okay, I see what I'm pretending I'm your dad in the other one.
no,
Plug
for
in
sure.
the famous
No,
podcast.
please, no, just name dropping.
They talk about
No.
nothing. It's like Seinfeld, but worse. There's
my
only
dad gets
one
to go to
racist guy
movie.
instead of three. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Good
Wait,
Lord.
hang on.
You
Wait.
guys.
Soundboard.
You got this.
That was pretty good.
That was
Alright,
pretty
continue.
good. Okay, so my dad gets to go see like early movie screenings through the DGA because he's a DGA member. And one time this is when Banshees of Inisherin first came out. My dad's
Wait,
like, "Hey, they're doing
Banshees
a
of
screening
Inner what?
Of Inisherin."
What?
It's
Banshee?
the new.
I've never heard of that.
It's Colin Farrell, and it's literally nominated for like every Academy Award this year.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah,
wait, hang on. Banshees of. I forgot I had the beep on. I got a Banshee.
gotta
I've never heard
use
of
that
this shit.
shit.
What the fuck?
But he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna go see it." But for some reason, they usually do it at either the DGA or the Screen Actors Guild. This time, they were doing it on the Warner Brothers lot, and my dad's like, "We're going to the Warner Brothers lot." Like, okay, cool. So we get there, and there's a security guard. We're like, "Hey, we're here to go see Banshees, whatever." And she's like, "All right, you're here for the 6:30 showing." I'm like, "Yep, 6:30 showing of Banshees." And she goes, "Okay, great. You're gonna go this way and go this way, and there's gonna be a screening room." So we go, we park, and we're like, "Okay, there's like no signs. What's happening?" So Luke, you okay?
I just heard a bunch of thuds come through the wall. I don't know what was happening.
Someone killed someone upstairs, and all the bodies were dropping. Like it goes kneecaps, shoulder blades, and then head.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Yeah, but anyways, you know what? It wasn't. It was.
the floor.
It wasn't. Oh my god, dude!
This
I will
happens every
finish the
time.
Story an hour into this podcast. It was not the Warner Bros. Lot. It was the Disney lot. So it's all Disney themed. And
Stop.
We go to. Oh my god.
I'm done. I'm done.
We
I'm
go
done.
to this. Okay. We walk into this building, and it's a fucking ghost town, dude. It's a fucking ghost town, and we're
I'm sorry.
we're walking. We're
Ghost Town. Okay, we got it. Hotel
it's just fucking
Transylvania.
empty. It's just
Luke,
fucking completely
Jackson's
empty.
dad
And
are
so
going to see Hotel Transylvania
we're walking through, and there's
to see Hotel
and there's
Transylvania.
like no one there, dude. I don't even want to finish the story anymore.
No
Like,
one's
it's gonna be
screenshot
not.
that. No one's
I've been.
screenshot that.
It's taking us long to tell. This isn't even that
All
good. of a
right,
story.
go. Just go. We're done. We're done.
No, we made it better.
I showed my nipples on camera. Go. Just go. We're done.
There was nobody there, and so we walk into the screening room, and it's like pitch black, and it's halfway through the fucking movie, and so we're like, oh fuck, dude, like, are we late? So we're looking up online, like, what the fuck is going on? And my dad has a physical flyer. So it's like movie starting at 6:30, and it's like 6 o'clock. So like, what the fuck is going on? The movie's halfway through. Like, are we in the wrong place? And we're just like walking around the Disney lot, and there's like no one there. And I'm like, and I fucking hate confrontation. So I'm like, dude, someone's gonna see us, and it's gonna be super fucking awkward, and we're gonna have to explain why we're on like the fucking Disney animation lot, and we're like nobodies. And so finally, we're like, all right, I guess we're just gonna leave. So we get in the car, and this couple pulls in, and they're like, hey, you guys here to see Banshees? And we're like, yeah, we are, at 6:30. And like, oh, okay, us too. So we go back in, we're like, okay, maybe there's a mistake, they were playing a trailer. And we walk back in, and there's like 5 people in there watching Banshees, but it's like an hour and a half in. And we're like, dude, what the fuck is going on? So we're like, okay, we should go talk to the security guard, because like there was someone at the beginning, we can talk to them. So we walk up and we're like, hey, just so you know, like fucking, we went to go see this movie and it's like in the middle of playing. Like, what the fuck do we do? And she's like, that's so weird. It says 6:30 on my docket, but online it says 5:30. And we're like, oh, so what? Like, what the fuck? Which is it? So we walk back to the screening room, which, by the way, this place is like in the middle of the lot. So we're walking like back and forth like 5 times now. And we walk in for one last time, and my dad
Disney,
notices.
You think they'd afford like a golf cart or something?
That's what I'm saying. Where's my golf cart at, bro? But we walk into the room for one last time, and my dad notices in the back there's a door in the back of the theater. He's like, what the fuck? And so we're like sneaking behind, trying not to interrupt these people's movies. And my dad, like, there's a doorbell on the door, so he rings the doorbell, and this lady comes out, and she's like, hi, can I help you? And he's like, who the fuck are you? And she's like, I'm the projectionist. And he's like, what? Why? Okay. He's like, yeah, our movie is supposed to start at 6:30. Like, are we in the wrong place? And she goes, what the fuck are you talking about? And we're like, we're here to see Banshees of Inisherin at 6:30. And my dad gives her the flyer. She's like, yeah, we're just like not doing that. And so I was like, oh, fuck. So we went all the way there for nothing. Like, that whole excursion just because, like, some, like, dumb bitch misprinted flyers for Banshees at 6:30.
Your dad just did DMT. He was just like, yo, there's a door with a bell on it? Like, I'm gonna fucking press it, bro.
I wonder if your dad did DMT. What would that be like?
He strikes me as the type of dad that would do DMT.
He definitely would not do DMT.
Oh, man. What's up? I haven't seen you in so long. Oh, what you got there? Oh, gallon of PCP. Oh.
I think
great Why Is Kids You Know sketch.
Speaking of drugs, I gotta be honest. The subreddits.
He took a bunch.
The subreddits like r/LSD and like r/weed DMT are the funniest. They're the funniest.
They're so funny
subreddits because it will be like a picture of a wall and it will be like, holy fucking shit.
It's so funny.
Like, hold on.
The thing with those, though, is that
I want to thank my roommate for showing me all this because
sometimes you can tell that someone's faking it, though. Like, some people are mining for gold, and so, like, sometimes someone will take a picture of a fish and be like, is this a fucking dinosaur? It's like, you're not tripping.
I saw one. It was like just smoked. It was on DMT. It was like just smoked a shit ton of DMT, and now I'm playing Simpsons Hit and Run. Yeah, life is good, and that's all it was.
The idea of fucking just like someone posting a picture of a wall.
Someone said,
"Holy fucking shit!"
This one just says,
they just get sober, and they're like, "What?"
This is on r. This is on r/LSD. Someone said, "Visual of my mind's eye."
It's a tapestry.
That's all it is.
Can we name this episode r/weed?
Yes, we should.
My favorite one. You remind me of one. There was, I think it was a Reddit or something where it was like, yeah, I got really fucked up on mushrooms or something. And he's like, yeah, I really want to listen to Led Zeppelin. I want to listen to their debut album. So I got fucked up and I kept trying to type it in YouTube, and I type in Led Zeppelin and like nothing would come up, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he'd keep like Led Zeppelin and like nothing came up. And he's like, I gave up and I went to bed. And then he got sober and he woke up and he looked and he's like, he just typed Loop Zoop. No, that's the episode, Loop Zoop.
Loop Zoop? Brother.
Loop Zoop.
God. Loop Zoop. That's
See, I
so
can believe
fucking
that
good.
one. I can believe that
Loop
shit.
Zoop.
Loop
This
Zoop,
one,
bro.
I'm
so
looking at
great. Oh, God.
r/cocaine right now, and this guy just posted a photo of
r/cocaine.
someone just posted a
Holy
photo
fuck.
of 3 really terrible, like very poorly made lines of coke, and it just says solo
Luke would
sesh.
know.
Am I wrong?
This is just
That's
Nick
all it
Mullen.
is.
This is Nick Mullen.
Hold on, I'm
Solo
going to
sesh.
DMT. I'm going to DMT.
I have a problem. Am I wrong?
Dude, hearing like Nick Mullen talk about doing coke is so fucking funny because they'll talk about how they're partying and then he'll just be like, "Yeah, I did it by myself in my room. Like, I fucking love it." Like, it's just like straight up addiction. It's just God fucking awesome.
Hold on.
I'm still laughing about that whole wall shit. That's so funny. Just
Because I saw one the other day where it was just a wall.
Holy fucking
That's so
shit.
great.
It implies like he's taking a picture
What's
of
your
the wall.
guys'
and he's
you guys
still
don't have to answer
tripping,
you don't
bro.
want to, but is there like a cutoff of like drugs you would try versus drugs you would not try?
I don't know. I don't
Anything-
do drugs.
What's the one that I will definitely
I would
not?
never
What's
do
the
that,
by the way?
Huh?
It's the legal.
I'm a fan.
What's the? It's like legal. It's quote unquote legal weed, not sativa. It sounds something.
Whoa!
else.
Wait, hold on. This guy on r/DMT said that he apparently he did this while on DMT. That's fucking crazy.
I'd
Looks
believe
like
it.
a-
That's sick though.
Looks like a Tom York album cover.
looks like a Schlagenheim like early design. Like
Yo.
early Black Midi album cover.
Salvia.
Talking Heads
It's
type
salvia. I would never do salvia. Have you seen those videos?
Yeah,
of people
I've
doing
heard of
salvia?
that. No,
Holy
no chance.
fucking shit, dude! The videos of people doing salvia and then jumping out of like a 3-story window, like.
It's crazy.
Oh, like if I see someone like screaming, just like, like that's not a drug I want to try.
No,
Like, you feel
no
me?
fucking chance.
Like,
No
I
chance.
made.
No.
I saw this YouTube video. This is not related to the question you asked me, but it's just a crazy like DMT.
Cope,
thing.
cope.
So, but it.
All the DMT I try.
So it was this. It was like an animated video on Comedy Central, and it was this guy's crazy DMT story. And essentially, the story, I'm not going to be doing it justice. I'm just giving like the short version. But essentially, when he got high on DMT, he like was at this like circus dimension, because a lot of people say like whenever you take DMT,
It's like a backrooms level.
Well,
Dude,
well,
there are so
literally,
many
people
good
say,
names
like,
for
people
this
say, like,
episode.
you'll see,
Circus
like,
Dimension.
people will say like you're.
I'm right.
like,
I'm putting that in the chat, bro. Circus
multiple-
Dimension.
But people will always be like, oh, well, like when you're on DMT it like enters like you're able to see
Yeah,
like
I have
other
heard that,
dimensions.
yeah.
Like that's what people who are like really addicted to DMT will say. So this guy was talking about how he was in some circus dimension, and he went into some like gypsy hut, and there was like this purple gypsy woman, and she was like knew him immediately, and apparently they had like known each other for years. They just on and off don't see each other until like he's high or whatever. And then he apparently when he was getting out of the high, she was like, oh well, it's okay, don't worry, like we'll see each other again, everything will be okay, just comforting him or whatever. And then he woke up or whatever. So then like a week passes, and he goes to see his friend. He goes to see his friend, and I think it's his friend's first time doing DMT. And so the way I talk about it makes it as if I've ever done it. I would never fucking do this shit. I just saw a YouTube video. But anyway, his friend is doing it, and his friend is freaking out because he's like, oh, I took too many hits, I'm too many hits, like, or whatever. And for context, his friend is the one that's high, but not him. And then his friend just out of nowhere goes, oh, they love you here. And he goes, what? What are you talking about? He's like, oh, the people, they really like you. And he was like, yeah, whenever you're high on DMT, it's like a very welcoming experience and stuff like that. He's like, no, like they really like you specifically. And they're like, what do you mean? And he was like, well, I'm in this like circus dimension and all these people are saying like they know you. And there's this like purple gypsy woman. And he starts describing her. And guys, the way he said it, like it was literally exactly what he had experienced whenever he got high. And she was like asking about him and like how he had been doing or whatever, and whether they were still dating or not or whatever. And so I just think that's crazy. I've always thought that was kind of scary.
Have I ever explained that
that time I did DMT?
Enter the Void to you guys?
I've heard you talk about how your
I know
dad
the
hated
gist
it.
of it. I know the gist of it.
So basically, this drug dealer takes DMT and then does a drug deal while he's on DMT and gets shot. And it's basically like what it would be like if you got shot and were dying on DMT. And it's all the experiences are based off of like the
Shot and Killed,
dead.
the movie.
Dude, it's so great though. It's fucking
awesome.
It's like so bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to episode 5 of the podcast, Enter the Void.
Have you guys heard of the movie Plane?
Airplane?
No, not Airplane. Plane. It came out this year. It's called
awesome
Plane.
movie.
It's a movie called Plane, except most of it does not take place on a plane, and it's just about a guys who plane crash on an island and fight terrorists on the island. But they call it Plane.
Sounds fucking badass, bro. Plane. Oh, I did see a trailer for this. What the fuck? Yeah.
Circus Dimension.
Plane. Circus Dimension. Episode 301, 103, Circus Dimension. Which Jackson fucked up. Yet last episode it was supposed to be called something, but I forget.
Guys, do you guys remember the fucking balloon boy?
The China one
yes!
or the other one?
You guys remember the guy who got the kid who miraculously was stuck in a balloon because some inventor and his wife, and it was like national news, and the balloon landed and the balloon was empty. The boy was not in it, and he was secretly at home the whole time.
That's such a random thing you just brought up. That's so crazy.
I was thinking
Internet Historian did a great video on it. If anyone is curious about Balloon Boy,
the reason I bring that up is because it is a core memory. Because we were talking about just like us being kids. I don't know why. A core memory was that me and my cousin went with my grandparents to Washington D.C. over winter break just to like visit D.C. and it was a great trip. But I remember we would have to walk to and from the hotel on very snowy days. And every single time we entered the hotel, on the news, it was fucking Balloon Boy. And I very specifically remember walking into the hotel, and on the news, it was just as the balloon landed. And everyone in the hotel was freaking out because they were like, oh my god, the boy's not there. He's not in the balloon. And everyone was fucking freaking out, and I had no clue.
It was the Rapture! Oh my god.
I was
The Rapture.
I was watching, I don't know what maybe thing is, just like historical random videos. I was watching a video about performance art and like dangerous performance artists, and some of them were really cool actually. Like they were really sick. Like, there was
Danger
one guy,
Music, A Bucket of Jake made that video.
There was one guy who lived in a white room for a week, and there was a webcam streaming it live, but on the webcam was
just cum everywhere.
I was laughing at Vsauce.
Attached to the webcam. Attached to the webcam was. That'd be really funny though. Actually, that's.
All right, but attached to the webcam was what?
It was a paintball gun, and you could, if you paid $1, it would shoot at the guy for.
Oh shit! That's lit actually.
For like 5 seconds. But he had to live in that room for a week, getting shot, and it gave him PTSD for a week.
Oh damn!
That was.
It sounds like a German
not
thing.
a week, not a week, but it gave him PTSD. But the dumbest one that I heard, because there was ones that were cool like that. I was like, okay, that's a cool idea. Because it was supposed to like emulate what living with like a significant other who has like domestic violence issues is like. But the dumbest one, this is the same guy who did it. He did one called like I think it was called Gun, where he got shot in the arm, and that was the whole bit. But he did one.
Fucking idiot.
He did one called 737,
this is the gun
where
challenge, guys,
he
where
waited.
Shot.
I don't know why he did this, but it was called 737, and he bought a gun and stood outside of an airport and then shot at an airplane as it was taking off, and it was
guys.
a Boeing
Don't
737,
worry, it's performance.
and
It's a
he called it
performance. It's
737.
okay.
I'm like, bro, that's just an act of terror against
Guys.
civilians. Like, that's not anything.
Unabomber type shit. The gun challenge. That is so fucking
Hey
funny.
guys, I'm Mr. Beast, and today we gave 100 people a gun and they have to shoot themselves in the arm, and it's gonna be crazy.
The last one to do it will be murdered.
The last person to bleed out wins. $1 million and a hospital
There were some
visit.
crazy ones. One guy locked himself in a locker for 5 days straight, and like this is how in the locker above him he had one of those like hamster feeders things with water, and below him he had like a big container to catch his piss, and he didn't eat for 3 days in preparation so he wasn't shitting.
That sounds like a
and he
saw
stayed there
trap.
for 5
I don't
days.
like that.
And yeah, I was like, that sounds like the worst fucking thing ever. And his wife.
A lot
stayed
of
with him
these
the
just
whole time
sound
and,
like-
fed him things.
what the
while
fuck?
he was in there.
One guy, I remember one guy stayed in a room, and it was a completely like lit up room. It didn't like turn dark at all. But like for 72 hours had no interaction with like the outside world, and his like whole sleep schedule got fucked up. And his name was Michael Vsauce.
Luke on demand. Oh, I thought you say yourself.
No.
There's one.
Okay.
There's some cool performance art though. There was one that I saw where it was like some woman was like sitting in a chair, and you can come and like sit with her and just like stare at her for however long you wanted. And it was just kind of like a thing where I was like trying to talk, like see if you can connect to people just through like eyesight. And like her ex-husband, who she hadn't seen in like years, came and showed up and did it, and they had like an emotional moment where she like broke character. There's like cool things in performance art, like stuff like that. But there's also dumb ones where it's like I fucking shot myself in the arm with a gun and then shot at a plane.
All right,
Everyone's
this,
in a locker.
this is a new phenomenon I've seen in like art museums. Specifically, I saw this in like a DC art museum whenever I was in DC.
Yeah.
But there was an exhibit for like modern art. And you can say what you will about modern art. I think some of it's cool, some of it is just a little
All
pretentious.
shit. All sucks.
But there was a video component to one of the things, and I shit you not, the entire piece was just there. It was like black, like a black room, and then emerging from the darkness, it'd be someone walking up to the camera, and it would just be multiple different people. Like it was on a loop of 20 different people of them emerging from the darkness and then walking up to the camera, staring, and then it would like cut to like a different person doing it, but like literally every single time it was just imagine me emerging from the darkness, and then I go
Skinamarink. It was just,
that was the
you just saw
whole thing, and
Skinamarink.
they
house.
just stared at the camera. There's
There
a
was-
bunch of,
oh,
I
God.
filmed a bunch of videos of, if I can find them I'll send it to you guys, but there's a bunch of videos on my Snapchat story of like me walking up to the screen at the same time that the people do. So it's really fucking stupid.
There was
Hold on.
I went to when I was in Paris, I went to the Museum of Modern Art actually, and there's a lot of really, really great modern art, but it was the same thing where they had a video component. And there was like one really cool ones where this woman took a video of herself writing her autobiography on her body, like her whole autobiography on her own body in every language that she knew how to speak. So when she would finish writing it, she'd pick a new spot and do like a new autobiography, but in like all languages she knew. But there was one where it was like a mouth like that was like moving. It was a close up of a mouth, just this, and the guy going like but in slow motion, and then over in the background was some woman being like violence, nudity, and I was like, okay, what are we doing
And
here?
sex on TV.
Oh shit though.
But where are those good old fashioned? It's just the Family Guy song.
Yeah, but there was the
Someone find that video and put the Family Guy theme song over
please
it.
do. Oh my god. Oh, let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
If I get really drunk tomorrow, I will recreate that. I'll put it on Patreon if it's funny. Oh my god!
I saw
the
another
Family Guy
video.
theme
I
song.
saw another fucking. I don't know if you finished what you were gonna say, Jackson, but I saw another fucking video component one in that same DC museum. I think it was the Smithsonian Museum of Art. Actually, is what it was. Maybe not. But there was a video where you go into a room and it just sounds like crashing. It just sounds like from outside, like from outside of the room, you just hear like. And we're like, what the fuck is going on? In the entire video, you go into this room and it's so fucking loud that they have it in its own separate room. And you go in, it's a dark room with just a projected screen, and all the video is is some guy. So like, imagine this is the floor, and this is like another level, and there's a guy on this level, and it's a white room, and the entire piece is the dude is trying to break the floor underneath him, and the video ends whenever he falls with the floor. That's all it is.
Shit is crazy, man. We could do that. We can make modern art. We could do that shit.
Dude,
No,
we
we
did.
literally could,
Episode
though.
100 of the podcast.
That's facts. That's facts. And it was Family Guy too, so I mean, it's canon.
But where are those good old fashioned values?
We will make
PC and friends forever.
we will make
Suck on my
a
cock, big
what's it
balls
called?
and boys.
We'll do a modern art piece where it's what could we do? So something about balls has to be funny. So ready?
How about it's the same thing where someone walks up to the camera, but it's just hanging balls. They approach the camera.
and then they teabag the camera. You see it just go like.
It's just like it very gently slaps the camera.
I love
And
that
it goes
so much.
fast.
It goes faster. They just start smacking them on the camera.
No, but the funny part is like
You hear,
they're
like,
not they're not walking toward the camera. They're on like a track that just floats.
It's like levitating balls. But
They're on a fucking like a hoverboard.
You don't see the guy's legs or anything. It's just balls. It's just balls going towards the camera.
It's just a naked guy.
How would you even film that? Would you need like a guy planking and then like there's a hole in the wood where his balls hang down?
Yeah.
like the guy is like the camera's right here, but the guy is like on a little plank, and then like the balls are like so he's going along and he's like that up in the sky.
He's on one of those escalators at airports where they just kind of go.
He's on a dolly. There's like a team of people dragging him along. Like and he hasn't washed either. His
Holy
balls
shit.
stink. They
Ugh.
just stink.
How do you visualize
I don't know. Plus, what if there was like audio? What if there was like audio? So every time the balls hit the camera, the guy was like, "Oh, fuck, like it hurts really bad."
Dude, I'm tearing.
But he kind of likes it though, so it's kind of like.
No, he's like, no, it starts smacking. He's like, oh,
Holy shit! Holy shit!
like
Bro,
starts
just
feeling.
just the idea of a naked guy on like a Segway or something. Just like,
All right, what else? What else?
Holy shit.
We need.
Just like
modern
going
art,
up to a
Paul's modern
camera.
art.
and he's just like, fuck, just.
What if?
Holy
what
fuck,
if?
dude,
What if
that-
instead of?
Dude, that's hitting today. Holy shit.
What if instead of
Dude.
like? What if instead of like
I'm
a
actually
bowl
crying.
of fruit? What
Holy
if instead
fuck.
of like a bowl of fruit, it was just balls? That's it.
What? It's just like
Did you
an
guys know that
ominous-
Kurt? You guys know that Kurt
Holy
Cobain
shit.
made paintings with his own poop?
That sounds like him, bro. What if we did a modern art thing where it's like, you know how they just have like some people just have like a lever that you could just like pull and just a dude's dick. And then you pull
But it's not like it looks like it. It's like real, and the dude has to sit there all day, and he's just really angry.
But you pull it,
like,
and
"Why
then
am
the
I
video
fucking
of the you pull it, and then the video of the balls play.
Wait, no. But you have to pay to watch it, so you have to insert like a dime into the pee hole. It's like how you.
You gotta put a quarter in his ass crack.
It's just a
Oh my
naked
God.
guy. What if like the guy talked to you too, like during the video, and like you're watching it, and he goes, "Yep, that's me."
He's like, cool shit, right?
He's like, "I made this myself."
Yeah, you see that? Right here. Right here.
Modern art, naked man.
What if
Holy
the title was
fucking
just
shit.
we call it untitled in parentheses naked man.
Untitled, unmastered.
I hate when art does that, when it'll be like
Oh my God.
untitled,
Me
and then they
too.
have the actual title in parentheses. Right
Oh
next
It's
my
like,
to it.
God.
brother, then fucking call it that. It's like there
Dude,
is a
that
title.
was-
You're just being a bitch.
That
about
was
it.
crazy. Holy shit.
Naked man.
Dude, I have not laughed that
Parentheses
hard. I have not laughed that hard on the Patreon. I mean, in the fucking podcast in a while.
Did together.
Wow.
man.
God, fucking damn. We could do performance art. Holy shit.
I mean, if you guys want to get naked, I mean,
Just a naked guy on a
we have-
Segway. Just
I have the equipment. You guys just pull up to my school and
Yo,
we'll get
high
into a
voltage
soundstage
too.
and film this balls.
high
thing.
voltage too.
High voltage 2, balls
balls.
involved. Get ready for it.
balls.
I
Yeah.
had to reset my senses there.
Yeah, fair enough. No.
Jackson, you were talking about something earlier, like with your scissors. What was it?
Oh no. I mean, I was just saying we're all here. We might as well do the circumcisions now. You know.
Oh,
get it over
yeah.
with.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
workshopping some things, so I'm actually once I take it off, I'm gonna do like fold it in half and then do those like snowflake like paper
Alright.
effects.
Fun.
All right, so
Have, like,
here's
a
the
little
guy.
string. Little
Alright,
fortune
well,
Go,
here's
cookie.
the
go
thing.
in our exhibit.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Yeah,
so the
it'll be
last
modern
guy I
art.
went to, he took way too much off the top, bro. Like
Yeah.
like shaft too, bro.
Well, I mean, luckily yours grows back fast, so.
Yeah, I know. But can you like shape it so it looks like a little like more like normal?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can do a
okay,
fade
cool,
if you
cool.
want. You want to fade up? Fade up the
Ooh,
sides?
dude, that'd be sick. The other guy I went to, he didn't know how to do a fade. He sucked.
No, yeah, listen. You
Alright,
just
facts.
gotta know how to use the razor right. You gotta know how to use the razor right personally, so.
All right, let's start.